The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed are the speaker's own and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of the Lazy Room podcast. The material and information presented here is for general information purposes only. The Lazy Room name in all forms and abbreviations are the property of its owner, and its use does not imply endorsement of or opposition to any specific organization, product, beliefs, culture, or service. Welcome to the Lazy Room podcast. Please be advised that this episode was published before the rebranding of our podcast, and was published under the name, The Big Table, which is now rebranded to The Lazy Room. Thank you. Welcome to the Big Table podcast. It is with a great pleasure to have you in our midst, and what is of most important, is you being here with us since day one. This is the I Am Session Episode 7, the last episode published under the name The Big Table. Because of various reasons, we will be introducing to you a new name that will be used in every platform, including our YouTube channel. You will be detailed at the end of our session. For now, take your time and enjoy with our guest who is impacting his environment at his early 20s. Thank you.
Yo, what's up, everyone? This is your host, R.Mhlarhi, and so this is our 7th episode on the I Am session. And shout out to you since you've been listening to us, and you've been there since day one, up to now, from our first episode up to now. So do not be alarmed, people. Do not be alarmed when you hear that this is our last episode under the name Big Table. Actually, there is only going to be a change in our name, not our content. You feel me? We are still here. We are here to stay. Definitely, we are not here to suffer. We are here to enjoy life. So, without any waste of time and wasting into a lot of your data, of course. And thank you for that support. Thank you very much. You really mean a lot by doing so. So I'll say that we do have our guest, which is actually an entrepreneur, a Varsity student, and as well as a comedian. He has made some rounds in his TikTok accounts. Actually, he's got some followers, and at some point I'd say he's popular that side because we know him to be some kind of a funny guy. So let us take this moment and just hear from him, actually, without me speaking for him. Yeah.
I go by the name of R.Mhlarhi, A.K.A. Cipi Universe, Bean, you know those names. Yeah, A.K.A. Mr. One Way. Yeah, thank you for having me sir today.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So,
was born and raised in R.Mhlarhi, outside Zanini, town of homegrown talent. When growing up, I had this vision, of being on television one day. So growing up, I was inspired by one of the best comedians in South Africa, Trevor Noah. I've been into comedy, like it's been like more than 10 years, man. Without exposure, you can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
So I'm that kind funny guy. Most people know me by Bean most of the time. Yeah, I'm into comedy, entrepreneur, future accountant. That's what I can say, man. There's a lot.
Okay, future accountant, as in like now you are in school.
Yeah. I'm in school, currently doing my last year in cost and management accounting. So yeah. The future is bright,
Yeah. Yeah. I heard that you are in the same, I don't know, maybe I'm assuming you are in the same race with my co-host. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, we had a very, very, very good experience staying with this guy. It was amazing, man. Yeah, yeah, you can say a lot about your co-host. Yeah, we had much fun.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. I'm impressed, man. Like, for the very first time when I heard about you, obviously it was about the project that was previously actually a lot of things that intervened. Yeah. So, as much as I'm not here to talk about that project, I'm here to talk about yourself, actually, your entrepreneurship journey, and your management, because you are in school, you are a comedian, you are an entrepreneur. So let us first look at the entrepreneurship, like the journey in what are you doing, what are you selling. Hey, phela sitele sokuxavisiwa.
yeah, still. Yo, Mara, ngam promise it's very legal and stuff. Yo, so basically, I have a company called One Way Solutions P2 Ltd that was established latest July last year.
Okay.
So it's abroad, it's abroad. I'm into selling products, LED lights, printing services, graphic designing. So what inspired me is that when I go around, I see people like I can say maybe I got my inspiration from one of my partners, Musa. Shout out to Musa,
Yeah,
Musa,
shout
Musa
out.
Mungani. Yeah,
Monte
Monte
Productions.
Productions. So I saw you can do something at a young age, man. You can create some job opportunities, but it's never easy when you do everything like on your own and stuff. So, but what I learned in life, you have to start somewhere, because if you just fold your hand and say, this thing I can't do it, man, it's expensive, man. Because when you check some businesses, they require like a lot of capital when you
Yeah,
have
I'm
to start
about
them.
to ask you that printing services actually require a printing machine.
Yo, yeah, like
So, like, how did you work that around actually?
oh, basically, when I had this dream from grade 8, to be honest, of owning one of my internet cafe.
Okay.
So due to lack of inspiration and motivation and capital, things didn't go as planned. So, but last year I said, then I started to save one of my NSFAS money to buy my own printer. Then I started to,
When was
to expose my business.
that first time when you bought your first print?
It was last year, July.
Wow.
It was last year, July. I did my market research. I saw many people when they wanna do printouts, they have to travel like to market plaza, a long distance. So I said, let me introduce this business to my community. That will reduce less cost or transport costs. So yeah, it's never easy, man. When you check, the machines are expensive and maintenance is kind of a hard one. So, but we were pushing. I was
Yeah,
pushing.
I love that style, man. I
Yeah,
love that style. So, those LED lights that you are installing, like, how they are.
Oh, like my light.
Any kind of a light,
Like
actually.
yeah, it's like those new lights, like technology. I want technology advance and stuff. The one like my light is actually maybe a bulb or so. So that one you can control, like change any color. This color, more like a this color. You can put any color of your choice. If let's say your favorite color is blue, then you can just set it at blue color for your mood. That one. So, but you can change colors to you can get them. When you get one of the you want them, you have to order. Like you can't just say I can say you go to website because I don't have any website or
But
internet
I
store.
believe you'll introduce one of your websites.
Yeah, one day I'm still working on it.
Okay.
Everything has to start like a ground zero.
Exactly.
Yeah. But so far, so good. That's what I can say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I really love it, man. Like, you are doing it, man. You are doing it like at this age, and then like with having a lot of engagement, but still manages to run your own business. So tell me, when you are away in school, because you do not take your machine with you, or runs your business actually.
Well, I haven't found anyone, but currently I'm training one of my family members who's around like full time
Okay.
to operate the business while I'm away. We can communicate through WhatsApp, phone calls, anything. So yeah, that's what I can say. For now, there will be someone who will be operating while I'm away. Yeah, there will be someone operating.
Oh, okay, so tell me, what are the challenges, man, like in this journey as an entrepreneur and as everything you are managing before we get to that point, Yakuri, you are a comedian, you are like, what are the challenges in your entrepreneurship journey?
Well, what I learned, maybe let me start with saying, I learned something. In business, you can't mix business with pleasure. Nah, the other thing that's challenging is capital, man, and managing your expenses. Like you managing your money, you can't mix your personal expenses with budget expenses. I mean business expenses. When it comes to business, as a business owner, I can't say this is my business. I am an employee of the business, which means I have to treat myself as an employee of the business. I can't just say today maybe I made 50 rand, which means I'm gonna take that 50 rand and use it whatever I want.
For your personal
Yeah,
satisfaction.
so you need to be financial discipline.
Yeah,
So one of the other challenges that since yeah, it's business and people know you obviously you do this for me for free. Something one other thing I go okay, okay, let's say okay fine, this time I'm going to get this thing for free. Mara long kanenga that thing while I'm doing that, I'm clicking to go oh, this thing is one time backfire as a business, because I'm losing.
exactly.
So one of the weaknesses, you could mix up business with pleasure.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can't mix business with pleasure when it comes to this industry.
Yeah, the support leyi nga kohola yi tayile tata ku ri ma ku ri langutela a ku ti ku inaniweni ka
Yeah,
servicini.
so most of the people like this, I experience they will say hey, you're expensive. But local sisi ya postnet, what let's say okay, printing one page is let's say it's 10 rand. You won't complain, right?
Yeah,
You have to
yeah.
pay for it. But because Mina it's local or something, they'll say, bro.
And mind you,
Yeah.
A.K.A, they should be supporting you highly so that you can reach that extent that you will be able to help everyone.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we're learning day by day. But yeah, I'm learning day by day to be strict when it comes to business, And I'm also learning, worry that I must separate my expenses, because it's a challenge for me when it comes to managing my business, mixing personal expenses and business expenses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it, man. I get it. Thank you very much. So let us move, man.
Yeah, we
I,
could move.
I hope and believe everything you were saying was not a joke because
Nah.
you are.
Yo, being a comedian is hard. It's hard, man. Sometimes they can't take you serious,
Yeah, yeah,
because you think maybe you're always joking and stuff. Mara, there's some time you have to be serious. You
yeah.
have to put that serious face. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I understand. So, how did you discover yourself that you are actually a comedian? Because as I go through your social media, at some point, if I didn't know you are a comedian, like I wouldn't know without coming across a video or something.
Well, while I was growing, like another thing I didn't wanna associate myself with people. Like I was always that quiet,
Yeah.
low of self confidence, So I remember when I was doing my grade 10, Yeah, so I started to let me just socialize with people. I used to talk to people, and I made them laugh, and I was like, no man, if I can do this, man, I can go far. So I started to embrace that thing, because
Yeah, yeah.
it's nature. Because you can't say you're a comedian, you go to school for it. It's something that you're born with. So I from there I took it serious. I mean, I started doing YouTube videos, content, TikTok videos. One of people they know me as Bean, obvious, Mr. Bean. He was one of the comedians inspiration. So that's when I realized, nah, this guy, yeah, he knows his thing, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the first guy that actually performed a joke without even saying a word, no?
Yeah. Without saying anything, imagine, man. Just
You.
actions, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Actions.
That's a true example of actions speak
Speak louder
louder
than
than
words.
words.
Yeah.
You catch the drift by just looking.
For real, yeah. So yeah, but I'm still going, pushing. I wanna see myself owning one of my TV shows, comedy, street comedy, because the other thing I can't really specialize on those kind of things. So my dream is to be one of the best comedians in South Africa, man.
Yeah,
One
yeah,
of the
yeah.
best comedians in South Africa. That's my biggest dream right now. I know, yeah, but that one, yeah, I have to make sure I have to push harder day by day.
Yeah, man, the potential says a lot. Like, I have seen your TikTok account actually.
yo, yeah, I mean, people, yeah, they say a lot about my videos, like that guy is crazy. No, only that matter, like the aim on it is to make people laugh, because people go through a lot of things. So if I can put the smile on people's faces, I'm happy. My job is done. My job is
Like,
done.
actually, it is something entertaining, actually.
Entertainment. Yeah.
You don't get bored when you have Mr. Bean,
Yeah.
Wale South Africa.
West Africa, A.K.A. Roland Zanin in Juliusberg, Roland, man. Imagine.
yeah.
So yeah, even my friends know when you know what's happening, they have to make sure they have to laugh,
So,
whether they like it or not.
as a comedian,
Yeah.
I believe that even when you are in school, because something like a comedian, it's something which you take it with you everywhere you are. Like, doesn't it affect you academically or anyhow? So, like, how do you manage everything?
Well, last year I had this challenge because I was focusing more. Well, I can say it did affect me last year, on my academics, because I had this time where I put more of my time, on creating content. Like I didn't balance my work. So, but I'm trying to, by all means, to balance my day-to-day duties. But if you like this thing like slabber planning, you have to have a planning to do things like in a proper way. So yeah, it does affect me. But like I'm still learning. I'm pushing like to see what I can
Manage
do.
everything.
Manage everything at the end. Yeah.
I get it, man. I get it. So, uphushile mfethu esikolweni, now you are doing your last year, you are a comedian, you are an entrepreneur.
Yeah, man.
Like, as you grow up in the villages, as you can see, it is well known, this is the dusty villages.
No inspiration.
Yeah, like, what were the challenges you came across, like discovering who you are while going to school? Like, take me through that journey of waking up every day, going to school, because most of us, you come out that inspiration, you go to school and you will get a job, then utatera utakuta kutihlayisa. Like, at some point we realize later kuri, even if when we are going to school there is a talent that we are born with, there is something which we are naturally born with, and at some point national slava attention, which could also create some possibilities for you to maintain yourself for the rest of your life. So, like, take me through that struggle as a village boy, like growing up in this village.
Yeah. So look, when you look around, like akuna inspiration, no motivation. Most look now that are not people like akuna vanna the same mindset now. So when it comes to I can say the side-eye comedy, this thing you discover it logo when you got maybe let's say you got subject like creative arts. So logo kananguta from where I was schooling, there was no that thing yaku push okay. When I think when I capability you can act or you can do something that is natural. So one of the challenges you go no I can say no one really believed in me. That's what I can say. No one really believed in me. They say when we we know what black people are in what paying. When you're trying to be a comedian, they were paying and stuff. So one of the challenges no one believed in me, and then lack of infrastructure and resources could come up to push me to expose my talent. So when it comes to being an entrepreneur, yeah, this thing baku. I remember I once told one of my family members, saying, Mina, I had this thing, I have this other business idea. So they did discourage me, I won't lie, the only thing you literally just read your books. And not school, and not teaching,
I think you have suffered one of the things that most of us as black children suffer.
Now, not this thing, not this mindset. You have to, preschool, right? Primary, high school, tertiary. Then you go to work straight. what about that thing what
What you are capable of, not what you learn.
what you're capable of, like I ain't going like education you ngata you mess out or something. I'm not saying education are important. What I'm trying to say ku can you sombla ka batswari ku we should leave let our children like baba le songa so
Exposed to
who they are
and
ku
support them through their journey.
because like it's not balance. I mean you can balance education and talent.
The likes of Achi Junior, have you realized Kuri at an early age, like
Yeah.
his father was able to see the potential in him.
And while he's still schooling,
You understand?
alana.
Alana.
So the other challenging, I know as black people, I can say maybe black parents, they don't believe in talent.
Yeah.
They don't believe really in talent. If you can see, they will tell you, "Ah, it's not good, but don't take you anywhere." Education is the only way. But when you check unemployment, man, it's just getting higher and higher each and every day. You see, just getting higher each and every day. So
Look at Trevor Noah today, Kuri in a barman.
look, if man is residing in USA, can you imagine? Like, you see, because of talent,
Yeah.
believing in yourself,
And
regardless of
balance
what,
the life actually.
balanced life is very important. Balancing your life,
Yeah.
if you are is educated, Mar,
Exactly my point.
he didn't leave that thing. I go, nah, I mean, I can do comedy. Let me just focus on education. Just combine those things.
Balance.
Balance. You make it.
Because truly speaking, like you need knowledge actually to
Knowledge is
maintain
power.
everything. Even your own talent, you need knowledge to maintain it.
Yeah.
Naloku itaka exposure, you need to socialize and network.
Socialize is very important.
Yeah.
Okay, most especially got this entertainment industry. You can't go anywhere without like social media and stuff, like exposing yourself throughout the social media platforms and stuff. So like the other thing is like look, we check out our land. When it comes to doing these kind of things, you don't take it seriously when it comes to entertainment industry, because you see, I once wanted to create this other content, like nah, people didn't feel it. So I guess maybe they like about specialize you saw maybe
I
because it
wouldn't
didn't.
say they don't specialize about it. Listeners should realize that in the villages, like they are afraid of trying what they have never tried. At some point, like there's a lot of content that you can create. They think I could buy follow or maybe TikTok or on YouTube, and at some point they do wish kurname. No, like YouTube, kumbe ka TikTok, doing something different. But then when you give them that chance, they are shy.
I shy like but that thing I go palela.
Hey, like nothing.
I think yeah, we need to work on that, like more like
Lack of confidence.
yeah, lack of confidence. More like as youngsters, man, since we started something, man, we can do something.
We can always do something and become something great.
No, it's never too late.
It's
That's
never
what I
too late.
realized. It's
And
never too
that's
late.
another reason we are having this podcast. And
We have to, yeah, like man, matela la, I mean, talent is galo, mara exposure, and what the about same lack of confidence. It's one of our biggest enemy.
yeah, like I believe that when we are sitting like this, sharing stories like this, someone out there is getting motivated. And at some point or one day we are gonna sit with you and a group of people. They were also motivated. Now in the villages we are having like some comedy shows.
More like an academy, imagine.
Wa bona nyana mara like we develop ourselves actually like through our engagements. If we may check like Kuala Rulane, there's a lot of talent
Yeah.
together with academic record. Let's say very impressive in a way. But when you look eka motivation leyi va nga yi kuma yi va yi kumele kule na vo a hi va pfumeleli ku ri va vuya va tata improvise ndhawu leyi tata ku ri loko va languta va swi vona ku ri in this village a ku na motivation. There is someone in this village who has the capability or who knows someone loyi nga ku ri a nga koti ku va a pfuna munhu wo karhi concerning swo karhi. Look at how football is supported.
Yeah, support. Yeah,
You understand, like that kind of a support.
Support. Yeah.
Akuri ata iveka kun'wana, but then when you look, there's nothing that we are actually doing
just to push.
Yeah. And even if there's something that we're doing, that lack of support is a challenge.
Support is very important. Like when let's say when you're something, you can have that thing when that energy. Okay, I can do this, but without any support, I would discourage.
Blind.
I would discourage. So support is very important.
Okay, Mr. Mr. Cipi.
So you can say Cipi one way of being mabitako tele. I can't even remember my own name. Can you? You know.
Hey, that was a close one.
Yo.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what are we expecting from One Way Solutions, Cipi University? Actually, what are we expecting from you in the near future, man?
Obviously, job opportunities. That one, I have to make sure I deliver.
Okay.
Job opportunities and to expose hidden talents in Juliusburg, Zanini, as a whole, and to grow my comedian career. I need to push harder because I can see I'm stepping back. Like I like motivation. I don't know what's going on, but I must make sure I work harder. And yeah, maybe one day my one of the biggest dreams I can have interview with Trevor Noah, run by Lord Warrant. Himself, man.
Big up to that, man.
Yeah.
We probably we are getting there.
Yeah, one day is one day. We're
Yeah.
gonna make it. So yeah, that's what we're gonna expect, man. And maybe when you say near future, let's say 2023, man. Because we can't say near future, blah blah. I'm 2026, man. That's far.
That will be the next generation.
Yeah.
That was a future, maji.
Near future, we are talking about now. This year, we need to push. We need to work harder, man. Now, this year, we need to make sure this year, kuna something needs to develop, man. A change.
Yeah, at the end of this year, probably we gonna have that light.
We are going somewhere. Yeah.
Nice one, man. Nice one. So, how did you come to choose your actually while you are studying right now?
Oh well, what motivated me is money. Growing up, I had the love for money, calculations. I even did my commercial stream commence in from grade 10, grade 12 to middle high school. So I fell in love with accounting. So I was like, man, let me just pursue this as a career in accounting field. Accounting for the men to say. So
you went for what you love.
yeah, for what you love and for the love of money, yeah, and also for the love of money, working around money makes me happy.
Yeah.
Makes me very very happy.
So, like when it comes to your career options, what were the rules like? I wouldn't say your parent mostly, but then in your household, how was the support? Like,
I won't lie, the support is very very bad. It's very very bad. Growing up like dog time, man. Yeah, so like if I can say like as black parents as a whole, well, if you're not doing the science stream, I'm not taking that seriously.
yeah, it is even popular that when you are in general streams, you dome.
Dome. So yeah, I'm like we're living even if domes we're going somewhere, So like it's fun that thing, because like another thing batswari, like foster batswari, like vana to do something they don't love or they don't understand. So I think we should try to engage ourselves with our children at a young age. What do you wanna do actually in life? Yeah, because you end up being in the wrong field because of but guy they said I should do this and this. What about when you should so?
What do you enjoy?
Yeah, what is it that you wanna really do when yourself when it comes to academics as a whole? Because you can always be I'm going at the mama there. So yeah, we should learn they do something they really love. That thing is very very important. Because and then young guy, it kills their confidence and then their dreams and ambitions.
Yeah, but what I like about everything is that you still came out strong. I believe now they believe in you.
Yeah, bit by bit, they are. They are. They see I'm coming for what I desire, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, bit by bit, I see support is support. Yeah, I do get it. I do get the support.
Okay, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for having you around, having to learn what we have learned from Mr. Bean, Mr. Cipi, United Universe.
Yeah, it should be universe. Yeah, yo, it's the
Yeah.
famous one.
So, like, give me your handles before I forget. I think you are also one of the best to those that I asked some. What was the most embarrassing moment have you ever found yourself in ever since you were born?
Being rejected. Well, being rejected,
By again.
not really. I can't say that it's an embarrassment. By an institution, you know, like loko vana that thing okay, yeah, xikolo lexi ta ni teka and stuff. Loko u kuma swa ku you didn't even meet the minimum requirements, I felt embarrassment. Oh, and no, that one is not the best one. There is this very, very, very big embarrassment. No, I remember when I did my matric 2019, I obtained a diploma's pass, so I decided to go back 2020 again. Yeah, I remember my first day, man. It was very, very embarrassing. Very embarrassing because, you know, people were looking around. Like, wow, look at him. He's back. He's with us. Like, we thought maybe he was one of the best. So I felt embarrassed.
For a moment.
For a moment, but like,
Matric twice.
yeah, man. Call me omnibus.
Omnibus.
Yo,
Wow.
omnibus. Yo, yeah, I went fine for it again, bro. From a D to a B.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive,
Not,
actually.
when you talk about taking risks in life, that's a big risk, man. Because if I failed, obviously, a diploma for never, I was not take. I'm not that a diploma, that is a total fail. So I went for it, man. Because I knew what I wanted in life, you see. If you want something in life, you have to go for it, no matter what.
No, I remember I also thought of going back to school because when I look at my certificate, everyone, even like anyone, even my son would be amazed looking at my certificate. Ne? But because I didn't have that support, that motivation, like, the reason I obtained those lowest marks, oh, what are the marks?
COVID. I
We've
blame
been
COVID.
talking a lot about masks.
Yo.
Yeah, the reason why I obtained those low marks.
Max. Yeah. Yeah. I don't blame you. Even like English is not our mother's tongue.
Yeah, it is scary, but like it's not for all of
I
us.
mean, if like
It's for some of
yeah,
us.
I mean,
man.
if like you put like in a white speaking person, yeah,
Yeah,
you will
like they are
struggle.
more eloquent. Like,
They will struggle when it comes to speaking one of our languages.
exactly how
So
we are
why
struggling.
should we stress about it?
Yeah, man, I always tell a lot of people that like they shouldn't listen to my English when speaking because they end up saying like their English is too broken for me. And I feel like mine is too broken for everyone.
Yeah.
So like I never had that motivation. Obviously, like I had a lot of complications in my life. Then I ended up saying that at least I tried. Yeah, but then at some point, like I am getting there. I am getting there. I'm not saying that like everyone shouldn't be worried.
Yeah,
Like if you feel like going back to school because you wanna do more, go back to school. And you feel like you couldn't do it anymore.
so okay.
Yeah, it's also fine. It's your own life at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah, truly speaking.
Yeah, so I like the idea that you went back to school and actually improvised.
Yeah. Conquered.
So and then now you are doing your last year in Varsity. How is the experience that side, man?
Yo, bro. That's where you get the best experience in life. I mean, you experience. I mean, you meet new people, different tribes, man. You have to learn other people's languages, man. And
I
you have
remember
to.
this man's post like yeah, my Joe said it's actually high, like kahle mjolo usungula after Varsity.
Not really. Like, fairly, Mara. That's where you experience like a lot of
Like, a lot
things.
of things, yeah.
Like you have to control. You have to learn to control yourself.
Mostly it's most of us, it is our first time going out, staying alone without the supervision of parents or anyone
So
at home.
what I can say, when you go to tertiary, you must know without your lying, because if you don't know what you're aiming, you will go wrong. So if you know, okay, my aim was to go to school, obtain that degree, and get employment. If you wanna be employed, now I don't wanna be employed. I wanna be an employer.
Yeah, the spirit,
Man, yeah. So
The
I'm just
spirit.
going there for that qualification.
Yeah.
So and then I'll open my own company. That's one of my dreams. So yeah, you need to be
Yeah, you are getting the qualification for a ground preparation.
Yeah,
Maybe at some point you get the employment so that you can stand on your own feet.
Yeah. You see, yeah, it's like obvious. I have to start somewhere.
That's the plan.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, it was nice having you. Did we have those handles? Nah, we
Oh.
didn't. Yeah. Give us those handles. Oh, you Kuma Queenie, where is one way solution? Yeah.
Well, Facebook is Cipi Universe, Cipi. TikTok, it's at Cipi Universe.
Spell Cipi Universe.
It's
Cipi.
Cipi. It's Cipi. It's CIPI Universe. You know it. Long I spell you so on and so on. It's UNIVERSE. Cipi Universe. Instagram is also at Cipi Universe. YouTube it's also at Cipi Universe, but I'm still building my YouTube channel. So regarding one way solutions, I'm still working on a website. Mara, for any information regarding my services, you want to come WhatsApp. Even you can also text inbox me Facebook. So
One of those accounts.
yeah, one of those accounts I don't mind. So ka WhatsApp mo and I can't leave my my cell phone number because when I phone I don't have so serious. So the if you learn my number, that come ka Facebook, yeah to go. So yeah. So what I can say
But at the end of the day, what are we coming?
yeah, I think it's best logo in inbox so we lava the one you mess no ibeka kwala eish bona ufana ne mazulu you know ba specialize into the numbers yo
Zelibhelela ishigwasho. Chukuphi indoda? Awu
chuke mna mamela wona siphe ngifuna imali yabo uri brame ayisiphe chuke nakutwa wesiphe man koma ngasipe phone. So yeah, what I can promise you guys is more I wanna more content will be coming your way. More content this year. But I make sure we push. Then one day I'll make sure now we'll partnership with the big table, man. I wanna
Yeah, man. We are working on that, you know.
Yeah, we need a serious partnership.
Yeah, we are working on that. Actually, like this is not just a platform to give everyone like to actually express themselves or their capabilities. It is also a platform that will be working with various companies to manifest a lot of things that will actually bring development in our community. Definitely, like we are working with Throne of Hope Youth Development now. As soon we will be finalizing everything. It is one of the developments that will be first partnering with the big table.
Yeah, shout out, man. That's a big one. One way is also coming.
Yeah.
My way or no way.
Yeah. So until we meet, this was a nice cruise, man.
Yeah, thank you for having me, bro. Yeah, it was
That
nice.
one advice to the universe or to the youth, man.
Man, go for your dreams, bro.
Yeah.
Dreams late and dreams tonight. Put those dreams into action, man. Stop dreaming and start acting. That was serious, ne?
Yeah. Thank you, man.
Yeah, it was nice.
Until we meet. Give it up one more time. Thank you for being with us throughout the interview. Of course, that was the IM session, episode 7 with Cipi Universe. Is well known of that name because he's a comedian, of course, and as well as an entrepreneur. Is found in graphics, copies, and printing. So he is a brand, actually. I would say that was R.Mhlarhi, in Tzaneen, Juliusburg, as he said. So he shared a lot of things, inspirations, advices, and as well as touching in a matter that we are being affected as children in the black society because of how we are raised. We are getting into the depth of such kind of conversation. Just wait until, before I forget, give it up one more time to you as our listeners, and welcome to the new era, the revolutionary. This is the new era, this is the new beginning. Not the new beginning, actually the beginning has already begun. So this is a revolutionary step we are taking here, because we are turning the tables upside down. We are turning the table upside down. Welcome to the lazy room. Yes, the lazy room. We are moving to the lazy room. Actually, we are in the lazy room. We are just turning the big table upside down so that everyone could sit comfortable at their own position in this lazy room. So we are going to have such kind of conversation where we discuss a lot, actually, into the depth of our minds. We are bringing out the content that is actually promising in change, that is actually a change, that is actually a revolutionary. Mind you, we are the revolutionarists. We are embarking in the new era. We are becoming the future. We are the future. So as it is in this way, we had some various reasons, which includes the name, the big table, as to be used as the name of the podcast. It is something which we couldn't agree until we reached to a consensus of changing the name. We couldn't agree, not with each other as the team, but with certain media platforms where we found out that they are established podcasts, of course, under the name The Big Table. So we had to go and change a bit and add a vavavoom. We are moving. Actually, we just moved the familiarity of the name, and we are introducing to you the lazy room. The next session, we are going straight to the lazy room, straight, like outlining each and every corner of whatever that will be discussed. Just stay tuned by following our Facebook page. That will soon change. It is still the big table, but after some few hours or some few days, it will change to the lazy room. Oh yeah, it's a lazy room. If you want to find out what is happening on the lazy room, you'll tune in and familiarize, get yourself comfortable, because that is where we sit comfortably so that we can actually communicate comfortably this content to the core and to the answering and to the change of becoming who we are. The change that we are bringing, it is not the change that is a fantasy. Of course, it is a change that is what we already are, what already we are manifesting on our daily basis, on our daily lives. So on the lazy room, I was so fond of this name, the big table, just like everyone else of you, I believe so. So I am also fond of this newly found name. Shout out to my Josie, the third, because wow, yeah, this one is wow. This one is wow. So on our next episode, we'll be sitting in the lazy room, having our guest. Just stay alert and stay updated on our media platforms. This is your host, Lodwaran, and I was with your co-host, Mr. Paul Ilet. The team is still the same. Everything is still the same. It's only the name that is going to change. And shout out to Mr. R.Mhlarhi one more time. Shout out to you. Shout out to everyone who has been there. We love you. We love you the very same way you love us. But then I am very, 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 very certain that we love you the most, more than you do. So, siyaphambili. We are moving, we are seguing, we are transiting. Wow. It's gonna be a wow every day. Words of wisdom. Vekeli veki. You.
Thank you for listening to the Big Table Podcast. I hope to talk with you again on the Lazy Room. Goodbye.